What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us for the 52nd episode of the Cabrini Kid podcast. I'm your host, the Cabrini Kid himself, the champ, David Haywood. Over to my left, I have my distinguished and on Instagram, you can find him at Mr. Perkins to you, Keinon KP Perkins. Everybody say what's up to KP.
What up, what up, what up? Hey, real quick. First and foremost, I want to say happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month to all of those women out there that have suffered from breast cancer. Mom, I love you. My grandmother, rest in peace. I love you as well. So to all those women out there that are suffering from breast cancer or that have gone through breast cancer, I appreciate you. I love you. We are here with you. For those women that need to go get checked. Go to your mammogram band, or like your mammogram bus or something like that. Please go get checked. But happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month and happy Wednesday. And thank you for joining. Also, I want to send a real quick shout out to my girl Jill. She's on her 300th episode for her podcast today as well. So shout out to Jill and her podcast as well. And what up, Sharon? What up?
Hey.
And then down below us, we have our first time guest, a AZ resident, Miss Sharon Henry. Do we include the Vasquez? Is that included?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. That's my married name. I'm divorced, but I keep it because I got kids.
Miss Sharon Henry, everybody,
welcome
her to the show.
Welcome, Sharon.
Welcome.
So Sharon,
I'm excited to be here.
And we're glad that you're excited to be here because.
Are you though? Are you excited?
You know what? I can say that she is because when I reached out to her about being on the show, maybe about 2 weeks ago. She was like, I'm in. She hadn't watched the episode. We had communicated online a little bit, and she was like, I'm in. So I feel like to jump into this head first with very little background, that's huge. That's huge, and we appreciate it. Because there's been some people who have been afraid. We've reached out to some people and said, do you want to be on the podcast? And they said, I don't know if I want to be on a podcast. It's a little different.
Just talk to people. You talk. I know how to talk.
You just have a conversation and you talk, right? So let's talk. Let me ask 100%. You a question. So you are a single mom. What do you feel like is the biggest obstacle dating in Arizona as a single mom? And a little bit of background, I lived in Arizona for 13 years and I live in Tampa. KP lives in Arizona currently. So we view it from a different perspective, right? We view it from the male perspective of dating in Arizona. As a woman who dates in Arizona, what do you think is the biggest obstacle that you're coming across in that journey?
I completely froze. All I heard was as a woman in Arizona, and then I lost both of you.
So as a woman dating in Arizona, what do you think is the biggest obstacle that you face when looking for your significant other?
Just as a woman or being a single mom? Because
I think that
different.
Can you really look at it from two different perspectives? Because you're
the anthem internet, man.
That's that Norterra internet.
They don't even have Fox. They got probably like Blue Angel or some shit.
He said Blue Angel.
I don't know what they got.
Oh,
But I can, but until she comes back on, granted, of course, I don't have any kids, and you know, I don't know how a woman would think, but I do have a lot of female friends who some have kids, and Moncia was good, Monica.
Monica checking in. What's up, Monica?
And some have kids, and you know, they tell me that, you know, they have a hard time dating out here. Either, you know,
It kicked me all the way out.
So it's okay. So so some men that, you know, they have come across, they want to spend time with them, and of course, if they are a single mom, they don't have that opportunity to, you know, always spend time with said person. So, and then some men that I've heard that some women may meet, it's more like like whenever you see that person, like they just get it in. And so, because that's like one of the few times that they can see each other. So, to say that I wonder, I don't know that it's hard out here for women with kids, but I would think that it is hard out here. It's hard out here for all of us, but women with kids, I think they tend to gravitate more towards men with kids comparatively to men without kids.
And I feel like I can echo that, because I think that when I was only in Arizona for 3 or 4 years before I had my son. And so when I had him, there was 9 more years of dating with a child than the 3 or 4 without prior to. So I can say that you would be more attractive to a woman with kids if you already had a kid. But I can also say that I met women who said that they would not date a man who already had a child, even though they already had children. And a lot of it came down to bad prior experiences that they had with a guy who was like, I can think of one specific instance where the woman said, I was dating a guy who had a kid and he was still messing around with the baby mama behind my back. And so I get it, right? I can understand where she's coming from. And so she said she would never date another guy who had a kid. But I also feel like from a man's perspective who has a child, it also looks a little bit hypocritical for a woman with children to say, I'm not going to date a man with children. When you're looking for your person, right? Like, we all have to make some concessions. And just speaking honestly, like, I can say, like, I remember when me and my son's mom split after a few months, and we were out of the same household, and now I have an infant child, and I'm getting back out there. I can honestly say, like, I didn't think that my value was the same. As a young man with a child, now I had become a statistic, right? And so there was a little bit of that where I was just like, I feel like I don't have the same value that I had before on the dating market. But then as he got older, as I got older, and this was in my 30s, like I had him, late, depending. Um, and as I got older, I feel like that went away. And when you get to 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and you meet women in the same age bracket, Sharon's back with us. You meet people in the same age bracket who have children, it's less of a deterrent, right? I think that they look at, okay, you have a child. Are you and your child's mother on good terms? Y'all on good terms? Okay, cool. Are you involved in his life? You're involved in his life? All right, cool. Are you self-sufficient? And then it starts moving into the how are you progressing as a person once they get past the turmoil of what's the co-parenting situation like. And once he was like 4 or 5, it was never an issue after that. I think most of the women that I met in Arizona at that point who had children their kids were around that age or even older. So it was never really an issue at that point. So Sharon, now that you're back with us, as a single mom, what are the obstacles that you feel like you see in the dating field, in the dating market? Like, what are you running into that you feel like you have to address on a consistent basis?
For me, it's mostly time. I don't have a lot of time to date, and it's always an interview. They want to know they can have 4 or 5 kids, but when you have one child, even 2 children. I have 3 biological children. That was always a lot. You know, um, the hard part for me is I was in a marriage, and then I was in a long-term relationship after that. So I haven't done a whole lot of dating, if I'm being honest. I was in a relationship for 15 years that recently ended about a year and a half ago. So I haven't had to do a lot of dating with my kids being young. All my kids are adults now, so I don't have the same issues that I would have had if I was dating when they were young, because I was with one person the whole time. So I'm
Oh,
really not.
so you free.
Yes, free. My youngest is 21. So I've got 5 grandchildren though, which I'm very much involved in their lives. So they put a little damper on my dating life, I'm not going to lie, because I spend a lot of time with them and do a lot of things for them. So they do damper my dating life, but it's okay. It's okay.
What are your preferences when it comes to dating? Like, what are your green flags?
Oh, I've really been trying to work on these, honestly. For a lot of years, I've said my picker is broken, so that's been hard for me. I like red flags; they're beautiful. It's like my favorite color. It seems to be.
It's a nice rose gold.
Oh gosh, I'm like that. You know what? That's not a deep enough shade of red. Keep coming. Keep them coming. Um, you know, I'm very much a personality person. I'm very personality driven. It doesn't matter. You can be Tay Diggs, but if your personality is terrible, I'm out. Um,
You wait. You're out after how long if it's Tay Diggs?
oh, Tay Diggs. Well, we're gonna give it a couple of weeks, see if I can break them in a little bit. No, it doesn't take much, honestly. That I feel like when somebody shows you who they are, you believe them the first time, if not the third. Because I've given a lot of chances in my life, and they've never really worked out for me. I mean, I was in a relationship. Let me preface by saying this man and I get along very well now, but we went through a lot in 15 years. It was a lot of cheating, a lot of drinking, and it was not for me. But I've learned from that. So green flags. I need complete honesty up front. No baby mama drama, because I've been through that too. That was terrible. On it. It's terrible. And here's the thing. I believe that baby daddy drama is terrible too. I just never had any of that. Me and my ex-husband, we're great friends also.
Oh,
So,
that wasn't why I saw it.
oh, okay. I was like, listen, I know that you guys are not, baby mamas are not all to blame. Baby daddy drama on our end is terrible too.
No,
I just don't
I
know what that
side
means. I've never experienced it.
I side on the complete honesty part.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm a very honest person, probably honest to a fault. I hurt a lot of feelings with my honesty and I don't mean to. But I want that in return, so it's super important to me is the honesty. I would rather you tell me, for instance, if I meet a man and he has a situation that he's not sure how I'm going to take it, right? Maybe you still live with your children's mom because you're moving out. Maybe you're still married but you don't want to tell me. Maybe you don't have a job, you don't have a car. I don't care about any of these things. I do care about having a job. I lied about that part. um Tell me, let me decide how I want to move forward, because we don't get a lot of that. We don't get that honesty. They want to hide it until you're hooked, and then they bring it all out from underneath the rug. That's terrible.
So I am in a thousand agreements with you, but here's the but. You're lying.
I'm
And
lying?
I'm only saying you're lying because if that dude is really honest with you off the rip, let's get serious. If a dude doesn't have a car, there's no way you're giving him a chance after that first time or two. There's
Oh,
no way.
listen, you say what you want. But
So,
my ex didn't have a car, didn't have a license, didn't have a job. I was with that man for 15 years.
so you
15
went to go
years.
scoop him up every single time?
Yeah.
Hey, well, hey, by all means,
He's asked that correctly.
you
Did
are
I
what
not? Did I not just say that my picker was broken?
you you, my friend, are what they call a down ass. You know what? Okay, because most women. Okay, again, like I said, there's some women out there who will yes, be honest with me. Let me decide on whether or not I want to move forward. But the majority of those women who are willing to move forward are almost slim to none.
No, you know what? I get that. Some of my friends, I get that. We have these same conversations, and they say, "Well, why would you want to be with a man that didn't have a car?" Well, having a car doesn't define his character to me. It just maybe he has other priorities, right? Maybe paying for child support for his kids, or let's be honest, it is expensive to live these days. I don't care. I've been self sufficient. I had my first kid when I was 16. So I have my daughter when I was 16, my second daughter when I was 18, my third daughter right before I turned 21 or right around 21. I've been on my own since I was 16. So self sufficient is all I know. To take care of myself, all I know. Um, it's hard, and I understand that. I don't care. I don't care if a man
So,
has a car. At one point, I
so,
had
so,
three. So what did it matter?
so let me ask you this. So then when it comes to, and obviously everybody has standards that the person they're dating has to meet, right? Are you saying that you don't have standards?
I'm
Because
saying that if
I
I
feel like there are like first tier standards, right? Have a job, have a home, have a car. I feel like that those three
that's the
things are all
minimum,
just,
man.
those are the minimum things that
That's
you
the
have to have.
minimum.
The next tier is be a good person, be gainfully employed, right? The first tier was have a job, but the second tier is be gainfully employed. And then like to travel, those types of things. And then third tier, now we're getting into the upper echelons where it's can you support me for the rest of my life, and what kind of life are you going to provide, and those types of things. But the very first tier, I feel like, is do you have a job? Excuse me. Do you have a car? And do you have a home? or a place where you live that has a roof over your head that's not a storage unit, right? Those three things. So if you're saying I would date a man who didn't have a car, what does that mean for the rest of your relationship? You don't think that that would detract from the value of the relationship if he didn't have a car, couldn't afford a car, doesn't have a license, so he can't even drive?
Okay, well, obviously a license is required. I didn't know about the license when I met my ex. So I guess it depends on the reason. Why do you not have a car? Do you not have a job? Because I don't want to be with a man that doesn't have a job. But it might be for any reason. I mean, yes, you can have a job and have a place to live and not be able to afford a car. I understand that. But the car doesn't bother me. The car thing doesn't bother me. And I know it does a lot of women, but it doesn't bother me.
So
Because
the only
the
thing,
way, go ahead.
you're the exception to the rule, boo. Because normally I would say my one line that I say to every single woman that comes on here. Is this sustainable? It is not. Especially when we talked about where you live, and let's say compared to where I live, there is no way that is. I mean, again, you're the exception to the rule. But how is that like if it's a 45-minute drive? Again, I have a couple homies that don't have cars because of, let's say, for instance, in Arizona, the DWI, or let's say, for instance, they got into an accident, they got paid out, and they just haven't bought a car yet, and they work from home. So I get it, 100%. But I'm agreeing with David here. Like, if any woman is out there watching right now, and if you fall into Sharon's category, please, I will help you set a better standard. Come on, where are these women at who don't care if a dude has a car?
To me, I just feel like it's just such a, I don't want to say a tangible thing, but listen, we can get on just fine without having a car. That's not to say that when the relationship progresses, we're gonna go ahead and expose me for a second that I'm a fixer. I like to fix people. I like to help them. I like to get them going. It's what I do. It's just how I am. It's how I've always been, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of being that person. Some people hate to admit it. I don't. If I'm going to find my person, if I'm going to find the person that I decide I'm going to date and I'm okay with them not having a car and all those things, eventually we'll grow together, right? Eventually your job, my job, we'll come together, we'll do all the things, and you'll have a car. You'll have a car. Am I going to buy you a car? Absolutely not.
But you're gonna help him get a car. You're gonna co-sign on the car.
I'm gonna do some. Yes, I will. I will
Would
definitely.
would you co-sign on a car?
No, I would not. Absolutely would not. I don't even co-sign cars for my girls. I would not. It's not something that I do. Absolutely not. You're not going to ruin my credit.
If he could get the car on his own, but he needed $5,000 for a down payment, would you give him the $5,000 if you had it?
Yes. Well, okay. Back up. How long have we been dating? How long have we been dating? That is a good. I mean, I'd have to be a yes, absolutely, without a doubt, no questions asked. Yeah, for sure. But if we were dating for a year and a half, he would have $5,000 to put down on a car, because as a team, as partners, we would be doing well together. So it doesn't really matter. He would have the money.
Gabriella checking in. Gabriella says, encourage and motivate.
Hey, that's real talk, Gabby. That's real talk. That's real talk. Gabby, okay, what up, though?
So you would encourage and motivate him to get a vehicle. But what if you met him? Let's say, let me ask you this question. Let's say you met a guy and you guys were dating for a year.
Okay.
And right around a year, you find out that for the first, let's say you guys been dating for a year, but for the past 6 months, he's been living with you. If you found out that during the first 6 months of the relationship, he was homeless, would you view him differently?
No, I wouldn't view him differently, but I would have a problem with trust because why didn't I know that?
Because he felt like he couldn't tell you, I I don't have a home. Or you're so hot that I feel like I can't tell you this because you're not going to date me if I tell you every night I go to sleep under a bridge, the nights that I'm not at your house.
I mean, I still have a problem with that. And not because he's homeless. I have a problem with the fact that he felt like he couldn't tell me. Is that a him problem though, or is that a me problem? What did I not make him feel comfortable enough to tell me? Or was it his level of pride? Because if it's his level of pride, I don't want any part of that either. Don't be too prideful to tell somebody who you're in a relationship with, who you're trying to have a future with, that this is a problem. That you don't.
Man.
And why are you homeless? Also,
Man,
why are you homeless?
Moving in together after 6 months is still crazy.
100%. I would never, ever, not 6 months.
You wouldn't,
no way.
you wouldn't do
no
it?
way.
Tay
I mean,
Diggs,
you know what?
after
He better
6
be
months, you wanna move in?
Tay Diggs, he could move in on day 3.
Right, that's
I'm
what
here
I'm
for
saying.
that.
Women make rules for men they don't like and exceptions for men they do. Tay Diggs is moving in after a week and you're going to be cool. A dude that you met on Bumble, you're going to be like,
Tay Diggs' character on certain movies, he could move in after 3 days, or shows, but not everyone, not all of his characters.
Stella got her groove back. Tay Diggs.
Oh, good God, yes, absolutely. But no, I wouldn't. I actually did the guy I was with for 15 years. He moved in very quickly because he was staying with his children's mom. They weren't together. I wasn't a homewrecker or anything like that. But they were staying together. It was just an awkward. And yeah, he moved in pretty quickly, and that will never ever happen again, ever. I mean, I'm talking no one's moving in with me. We will be moving into a separate place together. Because I can't. No.
So he was living with the mother of his children.
Yes.
But nothing was going on.
Yeah, they weren't together. I know that sounds so cliche, like, right? No, there was something going on. Everybody knows. No, there really wasn't. And she's even told me that there wasn't. But you know what? I can't talk about it without outing him. And I would feel so terrible
you don't have to out him. I'm just saying that.
He was basically homeless, and she let him, even though she didn't really let him. She wasn't super happy about it all the time. But yeah.
There were sometimes she was okay with it.
No, actually, no. She wasn't. She wasn't, but she had her own issues. Yeah, I don't want to out him. I don't want to. He's not the same person he was 15 years ago. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
So I don't want to make him out to be a terrible person. But yeah, he's homeless, essentially.
I mean, and that doesn't make him. That don't make him a bad person if
not at all.
One lady says you can stay with me, and another lady says you can date me while you stay with her. That don't make him a bad person.
You winning, my guy. He was winning. He's probably clapping
Man, I wish
cheeks.
I could tell this whole story. If I could tell this whole story, it wouldn't sound like this at all.
And another woman was like, "I'll give you some money till you get on your feet, even though you're dating one lady and you staying with another one."
No, she don't. We just giving you a hard time. We don't want you to. We don't want you to expose old buddy. We're glad that he's doing well now.
He would be so sad.
Yeah, no, we're good. So when are you currently dating now?
I'm not. No, I mean, no. I'm not seeing anybody in particular, like any one person. I did go on a date a couple of weeks ago. I think I kind of was going through a little situationship, ending a situationship. That's been fun. That's been so fun.
Nah, that's not what I know. Shout out to cousin Randy. Cousin Randy, salute.
What up, Randy?
You was on a date like a week ago.
Yeah. It's been like a week. Has it been a week? Week and a half?
Oh, that's the situationship.
No, that's been that ended about little over a month ago. The situationship did, yeah.
Oh,
So, if you don't mind me asking, what in your words is a situationship?
I can
Like what
explain
you?
mine.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah, the one that I was in. So, he's somebody that I know. I've known him for, well, I've seen him around for a few years. We started chatting. I wasn't really sure where it was going. Oh, okay. He's so the ex just texts and said, "I wouldn't be sad. Speak your truth." LOL.
I told you we was I told you we was worldwide.
Oh my gosh. Well, see, the thing is that we're still very close. We're still very good friends, and I love him dearly. And again, he's not the same person he was, when we
Yeah,
first started dating. I'm not the same person I was when we first started dating, but
Yeah, we don't
there was
have
just a
to.
lot of
15
drama.
years.
But yeah,
That's
yeah,
multiple
Hey, kudos
presidents.
to you, my boy. Kudos to you for getting better.
Right.
Okay,
Shout out
yeah.
to
so
being a
No,
real one.
it's so good. But yeah, so anyway, situationship, somebody that I knew. I didn't really ask a lot of questions. I'm not a question asker. My friend, my best friend actually hates that about me. But I was a secret. Nobody, for me, it's because it was going on at my gym. And so if I don't know what's going on in my life, I don't want other people to know what's going on in my life. And I wasn't sure where we were at. We hadn't made any there were no labels or anything like that. Um, but I mean,
On his side or your side?
either side, neither one of us gave labels. He was the one, we both agreed that no, we weren't going to talk about it like at our gym or anything like that, because if something happened and we decided we weren't going to do whatever it was that we were doing, we didn't want people asking questions, and they would. It's our gym's like a soap opera. So um
I
so
still
yeah,
don't know what it is you guys were doing. Like
we
what?
were doing
what
all the things. We just
But
weren't doing all the things.
how would people at the gym know it though? If y'all didn't, or was it that obvious?
No, we did a lot of side hugs in the gym, and yeah, no one knew. I mean, my best friend
Yeah,
knew, a
those
couple
are
of his
obvious.
buddies knew. What?
Wait,
Those are obvious.
yeah,
When
We're
you
still
yeah.
side hugging.
when you be at LA Fitness and you see a couple side hug, you be like, yeah, they get it in. They get it in.
But I side hug a lot of men in that gym, even married men. So I know. I mean, I've been going there for a long time, so I know a lot of people there, men and women alike. And I'm very social. I probably talk more than I work out some days. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, no, we were doing all the things. We just weren't doing all the things. I'm going to be honest. We didn't go on dates. Um, I self-sabotaged a little bit the situationship. Not gonna lie, I did. Because I didn't have any answers. I didn't know where it was going. And I don't like to not know. I'm a control freak, I'll be honest about that. And so I just said, like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what this is. I'm stressed out about
So
it. I'm not.
you wanted a label.
Yeah, yeah. After 6 months, absolutely. Um, and it didn't happen. So
Mackenzie Murphy
I ran.
says super late, but hey guys, hey, what's up, Mackenzie? Thank you for checking in.
Mac, cut it. It's 8:30. Cut it out. It is 8:30. Happy early birthday, boo. Happy early birthday.
So KP has a line drawn in the sand that he would not consider a woman his girlfriend until after 6 months.
A minimum of 6 months.
Minimum of 6 months. Could be 8, could be 9.
Okay, so then during that 6 months, if she's not your girlfriend, are you both seeing other people?
No. I'm
Oh,
pretty dialed in. I'm dialed in.
After how long?
Probably after
2-3 months?
3 months of consistent I would say 3 months of consistent like reciprocation. I would say after 3 months, yeah, I would say, yeah, I can cut others off.
So between 3 months and 6 months, it's just you and her. But up
Yeah.
but
to
no
3
label.
No, we're just getting to know one another in a more exclusive level. I'm not sleeping with anyone else. I'm not entertaining anyone else. I'm getting to know you. I'm getting to know you more in depthly. I'm getting to know, because I truly, truly believe that you don't really get to know a person. I think it takes a minimum of 6 months to at least really get to know a person. Now, again, you know, you can be you can camouflage a lot of different things, men and women can. But I firmly believe that you don't truly know a person within the first 6 months.
I can agree. I can agree with that. I think it takes about that long to get to know someone fully, and even then, you probably still don't know them.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it depends on how much you're seeing that person in the 6 months. If I see you once a week for 6 months, then yeah, it could take 6 months. But if I see you 3 or 4 times a week for 6 months,
Yeah,
like Sharon, like how often were you seeing this dude?
every day,
You well,
at least 5
not at
days
the
a
gym,
week.
not at the gym.
No. He would come. He would come to my house.
So you
Yeah.
were
So
seeing him 5 days a week for 6 months, and he didn't commit.
I don't. Okay, so that's where I say I self sabotage. I can't say that he didn't commit. Neither one of us were seeing other people. Me personally, I don't have the capacity to date more than one person at a time. I will mix up your job with his job and then the other guy's job. And then I'll be asking questions of you that I should be asking of him because it's all mixed up. My brain doesn't work that way. Plus I don't have the time.
I
You
feel
think
like
you
Yeah,
would
I
have
self
that issue?
sabotaged
I
it.
feel like every woman that cheats says that. I would
They
never cheat
probably
on
do.
you
I
because
just
I
don't
don't have
have
the
time.
time.
I don't. I
I
don't.
would never cheat on you because I don't have the time.
Yeah, I really don't. And it's funny, if I could have just one person that knows me personally, they would come in this camera right now and say she's not lying. It's my time is it's crazy busy. It's crazy busy. And it's work and it's grandkids and it's kids and it's dogs. It's literally, I mean, I don't Monday night sleepover, Tuesday night dinner with my girls, Wednesday night sleepover, Thursday night I work late, Friday night I got the grandbaby. Like it's just
So that's
I'm
why the
busy.
situationship kind of works out best for you, right? That works out best for your
Well,
lifestyle.
hindsight, yes, I should have kept it going. Hindsight's always 2020 because now that it was when I ended it, I was like, well, I don't have time for a real relationship, so why didn't I just keep that going?
We got Felix checking in. Flex, what's
Felix,
going on? He said it's a skill.
Felix, what up, my guy?
He said it's a skill juggling, juggling the
I don't
situation
have the
with
skill.
life.
I don't have the skill. I don't want the
Yeah,
skill, honestly.
Felix, yeah. I mean, you're right. It does sound like the perfect situation. I mean, we've had one of those on here before. I mean, I just don't understand. Like I
So,
just
so
don't
you,
get it.
so you, so you liked them.
Yeah,
Yeah, she liked him.
The
a lot.
situation fit into your life, but there was no progress, and so you cut it off.
Yeah, basically.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He probably mad that he lost one of his favorite eaters too.
And this was, you said, a month and a half ago. So you was telling me maybe about 2 weeks ago about a guy who flew in.
Yeah, that happened.
Guy flew in to hang out with you,
Yeah.
and
Do you want
was
to know
just
about do you want to hear about that? Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Let's hear about that. I mean, I got some rudimentary details, but
If he didn't crack, I'm okay.
If
Let's
what?
hear it.
If he didn't what?
If he didn't crack, then I don't understand what the whole point was. But go ahead.
You know, that is the second time I've heard that term in 3 days. And the first time had us laughing. It was me and my girlfriend at the gym laughing our behinds off. Okay. So no.
I mean, he planned to. I'm sure he planned to.
Oh, I'm sure. First of all, I'm 43 years old. Okay. This man was 34. There is a definite maturity gap in 34 to 43 when it comes to men and women. Which I should have been able to. We FaceTimed every day before he came out here to meet me. I should have seen that, and I didn't. Maybe I did, and I just was like, you know what? It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
red flag.
Red flag. Not the right color red. You know, he had no personality. He was very blah. He wanted to, you know. I said, essentially, you coming out here is our first date. I wouldn't be doing anything crazy with somebody on a first date, you know. But he wanted all he wanted girlfriend energy, but I'm not your girlfriend, so you're not getting girlfriend energy. He wasn't happy about that. He didn't do anything, he wasn't yelling and screaming and throwing a temper tantrum about it by any means, but there was a lot of
he was just disconnected. He felt the energy was not there, and he was just kind of disconnected.
He wanted climb all over him energy, and I'm just, first of all, I'm not that girl, period. Unless I'm like really in it. I'm very reserved. I'm a very reserved person. I mean, I know my social media posts don't say that, but I am very reserved personality wise.
We're gonna talk about that in a second, but keep going.
They don't.
There was definitely a disconnect in expectations. I understand. Listen, he came all the way from Ohio, so I understand there was expectations that he probably wanted met. Listen, I'm not going to be bullied into anything. So, yeah. And then once he got back home, there was a lot of FaceTimes, not from me. There was a lot of FaceTimes from him, and mad that I can't answer. I'm trying to tell him, you don't live the same life I live. You know, I've got the grandkids, I've got my job, I've got my kids, you know, and he'd FaceTime me and get mad. At one point he's FaceTiming me at the gym. Who answers FaceTimes at the gym? I did, just to be nice. And then I couldn't get him off the phone, so I hung up on him. So it just didn't end well. Now I got to mail his key fob to him because he left it in my car. I don't make the best decisions, and this was one of the worst ones, or one of the worst ones I made in a while.
It's a cold world out here, yo. Hey, old boy is dumb to begin with. He is dumb. He probably thought that he could change your mind to some degree.
I'm sure.
But if you told him there was no chances of him cracking prior to him coming, he's about as dumb as the dude as I've ever met. I don't care how old he is.
You know, to be fair, he is a really nice guy. It just wasn't.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Did y'all have that conversation before he came?
Kind of off and on. Yeah. He made a couple of comments about it. But kind of in passing. It was kind of joking, but not joking.
Like he said, "Oh man, I can't wait to come out there and see what that's like." And you said, "Yeah, ha," and that's what it was. Like,
yeah, basically. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens.
Sexual talk prior. Was there
a little? Yeah, not from me, but yeah, like kind of trying to feel the waters, kind of trying to see what was about to happen. Yeah, there was some of that.
So there wasn't any mutual flirtations, like back and forth, like on FaceTime, or flirtations to where he would think that he would have that opportunity?
No, not like that. And he did say, "I'm coming out with zero expectations." He did use those terms. Was he inappropriate or aggressive by any means? No, he wasn't.
No.
I think
I mean, prior to coming, like, did you guys were like, was he like, "Man, I can't wait to see that booty," or something? You were like, "Yeah, I can't wait for you to feel on my booty."
No. No, because for me, I was viewing it very much as a first date, and I would never,
was he staying with you?
No, he got a hotel.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
First of all, that would be weird because I don't know this man. He could be a murderer for all I know. No, he got a hotel.
He gave you the VIP package, the FaceTime package. I don't even talk to girls on FaceTime in Arizona. I mean,
maybe girls in the same zip code. The KP be like, "I'm not calling you."
I hate to talk on the phone. I absolutely cannot stand it. It drives me insane.
And that's a good question by Felix. That's a good question.
Felix said, "Damn, you wasn't feeling this man at all. Why even meet him?"
No, no. When I was on FaceTime with him, I was excited to meet him. I was excited for him to come out. I think the disconnect was that he, again, I think it's probably age. He was expecting
Oh,
girlfriend energy.
you to be all over him and stuff.
Exactly, exactly. And I don't know you like that, so that I have no intentions of doing that.
But was that
Obviously, I kissed him, right? Like we just,
Also, you kissed him.
yeah, yeah. Of course I did.
So,
He's very attractive.
so do you feel like there's a world where the situation could have been different?
Yes.
yeah, he didn't play his cards right?
Yes.
So he just didn't play his cards right.
Yes.
See, he
Yes.
could have cracked.
He wanted he wanted too much too soon.
He was too thirsty. He was too thirsty.
Yes.
How many
Yeah,
days
he wanted
was he
too
in
much too
town?
soon. Like two full days, I think. Came in Saturday afternoon, left Monday afternoon.
So if he didn't crack on Saturday, he could have potentially cracked on Sunday. If all went well.
Had he played his cards right.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Like if Saturday I was really feeling it, and then into Sunday I was really feeling it, where I was like, okay, I think I want to take this, somewhere. I really do like him. I like his personality. But I'm telling you, first of all, the next morning after he got here, so we got here Saturday, Sunday morning, we're gonna go have some brunch and meet my girlfriend for football. This man was on the phone talking fantasy football for a good hour. I missed the
so
gym, which
you brought your girlfriend?
we ended up going and meeting to watch football with my girlfriend at a bar over in Desert Ridge. And I think he said the most words to her about football that day. We sat at brunch for, gosh, I don't know, a good hour, and he maybe said 30 words. He was fantasy footballing on his phone. He was playing some games. That's when actually I was messaging you.
Was this the second? Was this the second day that you saw him?
Yes. Yeah. The next morning.
Oh
yeah.
He was mad because he didn't get a
He
chance.
he was checked out because Saturday didn't work out, so he was like, "Oh, she ain't talking about nothing."
Yeah. Yeah, because he really wanted some.
I'm ready to get out of here.
He really wanted some loving.
But how can you say that you potentially, if all things had went well, he would have potentially cracked because you like him, he's good looking, but he lives there. Like were you prepared to do a long distance thing?
First of all, absolutely. Tell me that a long distance relationship isn't the most perfect relationship under the sun. You get your own free time to do whatever you want to.
For a busy person like you, yes. For a busy person like you, yes.
Yes, you get to travel to go see them, which means it's a vacation every time.
Ohio?
Said Ohio, are you going to Cleveland in the winter?
Oh, absolutely not. That would definitely not happen. I would freeze. I honestly don't care. I wouldn't say that I wouldn't do a long distance relationship. Because again, busy wise, it would probably be best for me. I like my alone time. I like sleeping by myself most of the time. So
that's not sustainable.
If you met a guy, let's say you met two guys, right? One guy lived in Ohio, the other guy lived in San Diego. Both guys are the same, right? Let's just assume all things considered equal. One guy lives in Ohio, one guy lives in San Diego. Which guy is more attractive?
San Diego.
Closer.
No, the beach.
You said vacation every time. She's trying to go to San Diego.
Yes, it's my favorite. My favorite beach right now is Mission Beach. I'm there. Say less.
But in turn, it's because of what? He's closer.
No, absolutely not.
There's no beach in Ohio.
Yeah, there's no beach in Ohio.
So if Ohio had a beach, you would choose the Ohio person?
Well, he said they're equal, right? They're equally attractive, personality-wise equal, right? Everything's equal.
Okay, so let's say Ohio has a beach.
Okay, let's say Chicago, right? Chicago has North Avenue Beach.
Okay.
And California has Mission Beach. San Diego has Mission Beach. And you met both guys. Both guys live on beaches. Both things are equal. Which way are you leaning?
How do I pick at that point? The distance doesn't matter to me. How far they live doesn't matter to me. So how would I pick at that point? If they're
I'm
both the
asking you,
same, I don't even know. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
We got Chuck Thirst checking in. Chuck Thirst, the best real estate agent in the state of Arizona. If you're looking for a house, hit up Chuck Thirst. He also sells some other things too. Check out his website, but hit him up on social media. Chuck Thirst, I appreciate you always, brother. What would be the deciding factor?
I feel like I would have to just close my eyes and point at that point. If everything's the same, we got beaches, because the distance doesn't matter to me. I mean, maybe I pick Chicago because I've never been there.
One guy made 100,000 and the other guy made 50,000?
It doesn't matter to me.
Man, she doesn't care if the dude.
What if the dude that had $100,000 didn't have a car?
Obviously, I'm picking him. I love guys with no cars. Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, do I get to try them both out?
Of course.
Okay, then I'll just pick the one that I have better chemistry with.
What if the guy who made 100,000 had a car, lived on North Avenue Beach, but the guy who made 50,000 lived near Mission Beach, didn't have a car. The guy who made 100,000, the sex was but the guy who made 50,000 doesn't have a car, lives near Mission Beach, the sex is great.
Mission. I'm going Mission. I don't want so-so sex for the rest of my life. No, I'm good.
We need. Where is Jordan at right now? Jordan need to hop in the chat.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is sex to you in a relationship?
I would say probably an 8, and that has not always been my view.
Oh. What was your prior view?
I didn't care much. It didn't matter to me. It really didn't matter to me much. But I think that was part of the problem with me and my ex, the one we dated for a long time, was because it wasn't a priority. Now, to be fair, it wasn't a priority because we were going through a lot together as in a relationship, with the cheating and the drinking and all that stuff. But I mean, I'm not going to blame myself and say if I had sex with him more, none of those things would have happened, because that's not fair to me. And I don't even think it's a fair assessment. He probably wouldn't even say that. But I didn't focus enough on the intimacy between the two of us that I wouldn't make that mistake in another relationship.
He's going to text you in a second.
I'll tell you what he says if he does. But yeah, I didn't focus enough on that. And I definitely, it's a big regret of mine. So yeah. Yeah. So it's, in my next relationship, which I would hope would be my last relationship, it will be important to me. It is important to me.
Gotcha. So it went up from, which is different. Normally it typically seems to lessen in most women's eyes as they get older, it seems, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. A lot of my girlfriends, a lot of my clients, I mean, I see women all day long. He says he pleads the fifth with a laughing, crying face.
He texted.
He did.
That man is dialed in.
To be fair, even if he wasn't watching, I would say this. He really is an incredible human being. And again, we went through a lot, but.
Do you feel like y'all just grew apart?
Yeah, we did. So he has 3 kids.
After 15 years, you can go from being a young adult to a seasoned adult, in 15 years, where everything about you changes, your hopes, your wants, your dreams, your desires, all that changes. All that can change in a decade.
Oh, for sure. And it did. When I first met him, I was so in love with this man. Like I I can't even describe it. I'd never been cheated on before in my life, and he was the first person to cheat on me. And I can be honest when I say that it was something I thought, man, this only happens in the movies. I felt like my world was crumbling around me. It was really, really hard. It's that first heartbreak. That was my first heartbreak. Me and my husband split. My ex-husband split, but I left him. So my first heartbreak was that. That was really tough. And I tried over and over. And every time we got back together after he cheated or he, did the drinking and all that stuff, it just lessened. I think my feelings lessened, but they were so strong. That's why it took 15 years. I was madly in love with this man, madly in love with him. I love him still to this day. I can't say that I'm in love with him.
You have love for him.
I have love for him. A lot of it. I mean, if he was a quadriplegic tomorrow, I would drop everything and take care of him without a doubt.
So you would date him today?
No, I would not. No.
But you would take care of him if he was a quadriplegic?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I could never be in a relationship with him again. It's we tried again. So he
wouldn't cheat if he's a quadriplegic.
He wouldn't cheat now if we were together now. I think we just grew apart, but I think our friendship will always be there because we've been through a lot together.
Do you think that you have a trauma bond with him more than a friendship because you've been through so much?
It's possible. I don't think so, but it's possible. It's possible. I'm a people pleaser at my core. It's how I've always been. I have daddy issues. My dad was an alcoholic and super abusive and physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally. And so it could be. Yeah, absolutely. It's a possibility. I'm going to talk to my therapist about that next week. That's going to be on our talk agenda for sure.
Interesting. I think I think that point is, I think it's interesting because you say, we have a friendship, we've been through a lot. But do you feel like you have a friendship because you've bonded with this person because you've been through so much? I know you say if he was in a car accident or whatever and he became a quadriplegic, you drop everything to go take care of him. I'm going to assume he feels the same way about you. I feel like that tells me, someone who's obviously not a psychologist or a therapist, I feel like that tells me that there's still feelings there. Beyond, I've seen you at your lowest, you've seen me at my lowest.
I could see why from the outside looking in that would be a thing. But you have to understand too that my ex-husband, my girls' dad, if something happened to him, I would also help him. I feel like I still feel a certain bond with them. I mean, I have ex-boyfriends I would never speak to again, brief relationships, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a trauma bond because we have a friendship regardless outside of everything else. We actually just had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. I forgive him for everything I know about, everything I don't know about, because I know there's still a lot I don't know about. So I'm not holding on to any of the trauma. I don't think any of the bad stuff. I just genuinely think he's a good person. And if he was the person today, 15 years ago, we would be unstoppable. We would be unstoppable. Yeah, absolutely. So but I have this switch that I turn off and on, and that switch is off. I can't do anything about it. We tried to get back together a few years back, and it didn't work out.
So let's say, for instance, we had him on the show next week. Would he say the same things about you?
He would definitely say I'm his best friend because I am. He's actually kind of seeing somebody right now too.
He's seeing somebody, and he says to, if that person that he's seeing says, "Who's your best friend?" he would say, "Sharon,
He would.
my ex."
Without a doubt, he would. And he's actually done that. He's been talking to people before, and then he's said something to that nature, and they're like, "Block, we're done." And he's like, "Listen,
Oh, yeah.
you're just gonna have it's a relationship that you
Those are
understand."
those kind of women sound familiar. Those are the kind of women that I go for. Block. They just block.
Yeah, he's had a rough go of it. I don't know if this girl knows about me. I don't really know anything about her. As a matter of fact, it just so happened the other day was the very first time that he'll post. We're friends on social media, so he'll post on. He always is. He'll comment. Actually, he's commented. You probably even have seen him, David. He said, "I have said it." He just texted me. And they block him. But it was just recently that I saw a story of his where he was doing a video at her house, and he tagged her in it. I don't know who she is, but he tagged her and her mom, or her and his mom in it. And I think it's the first story I've ever interacted with that he's posted with her in it, because it's still like it's not taboo for me, but I don't know how she would feel about it. And I want to be respectful, because at the end of the day, I want him to be happy. I don't know how serious the relationship is because we don't talk about that sort of thing, but I want to be respectful in that manner. But yeah, so yeah, he has said it. I don't know what he's told her though, because I don't know how that relationship is.
KP, if you were dating a girl, young lady, woman, and she said her best friend was a guy that she used to date.
Okay, so let me
preference.
We don't hang out. It's not like we go and like, let's have dinner because you're my best friend. Let's do this because you're my best friend. We hang out with the grandchildren. We do that. But yeah, it's not like we're not going and getting pedicures together.
most men's insecurities come from us doing that to another dude's girl.
That's fair.
So no. Now, if that would cause me to, of course, I would know like right off the rip, I would hope within the first couple of weeks that she has a male best friend that happens to be her ex. Now, now, if you want the Keinon answer is definitely no. But also the Keinon answer is I'm gonna try to crack. I'm gonna try to crack regardless. And then that's, I mean, then I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But no, but I couldn't date someone seriously I don't think that I could date someone who is quote unquote best friends with their ex. When I say best friends, I mean, like you said, yours is a little different. I'm talking about they're hanging out. You guys are talking on the phone like every other day. You're talking about our business to him. Nah, I can't.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely has to be lines drawn, right? And things that you share, especially with an ex. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to say I wouldn't go have lunch with him. But I'm not in a relationship, so I can do whatever I want anyways.
Yeah, he is.
But I would, he said, he just texted something, but it came down and went up. So he said something about being done. I don't know if that means they're done or what, but he said that he did tell her that I'm his best friend, and then something about being done. So maybe they're not even dating anymore. I could have just.
Well, yeah, no, because the natural instinct is going to think that you are still in love with said person, or you are still having relations with said person. That is the natural human instinct.
For sure. I think that if they were to say she were to meet me and kind of see our relationship, I don't think she'd be threatened. And same thing if I was dating somebody and that person were to meet him, they wouldn't. I think that they would understand it and not be threatened. I think just knowing me as a person would help my person, the guy I'm dating, understand like, no, that's not. I'm not worried about it. but
Well, his
you have to
mom-
know me.
Would you date a guy who was in that situation?
I mean, I would have to have the feeling that it was okay. I would have to meet her. I would have to feel comfortable with him in the end of the day, that he's making the right decisions. So I could, in under the right circumstances. If they were my circumstances, yes, I could.
So if you so if you met a guy with no car, making $50,000
He
a
has
year,
a car now, okay? He's
living
doing great.
near Mission Beach, and his best friend is his ex-girlfriend, but they just cool, he got a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Man,
see
I'm
anything
telling you.
wrong with relationships ending and staying
Where-
cool, staying
I know.
friends. I just
I
don't.
I agree with you on that. I agree with, but best friends. Now, again, if you're talking to your ex and he's the father of your kid, or like one of the fathers of your. Oh, okay.
No.
Well, then definitely no.
Yeah, we just so
No,
my oldest.
you
Let me
carrying
let
on
me
you
let me
carrying on
rewind
this
for a second.
connection. You
Let me
carrying
rewind
on
for
this
a second.
connection out of sheer will.
Yeah,
There's
No,
no
absolutely not.
children.
Rewind. So his daughter is
No.
my bonus daughter, and I've been her mom. I'm her mom, and so she has 4 children. They're my grandchildren, and so we'll always have that connection because my grandkids. I would never help make one of your guys feel like sorry, not sorry.
You got
He said,
Justin checking in. He's saying, "Cap."
this fool just told me that he would never make a guy that I brought in to date feel like there are no feelings there. Sorry, not sorry. That's what he said.
See,
He would never make him feel like there was no feelings there.
that's
What?
crazy. That is crazy.
If he's listening right now, I'm gonna ask him a question.
Okay.
If he could get back with you today, would he do it? And you let us know when he texts you and see and let us know what his answer is. If he could get back with you today, would he do it?
Okay, I'll let you know what he says.
They're gonna end up back together in 2 weeks. Watch. She's sitting there.
We won't. I promise. We won't. I promise you, we won't. Like I said, I love him to death, but I think we're better. I think we're better apart. I think we're better friends.
Man,
I feel like he doesn't feel that way.
There's
I would never make a guy that you're dating feel like there's no feelings there. So he does have feelings.
You have to know him though. He's kind of a funny guy. You have to know him. He's a funny guy. I don't think he really would. If I brought a guy that I was dating around, he wouldn't. He's just silly. He wouldn't. He would want me to be happy.
He wouldn't be
says
like,
that.
he wouldn't be like, oh, I used to hit that, right?
He might actually know. He wouldn't. He wouldn't say that.
Why would you bring him around the new person anyway? It's not like you guys have kids.
No, but my grandkids, we do technically. His daughter is my daughter. And so yeah, we would. I mean, birthday parties, like my granddaughter's birthday party's coming up next month. This month,
his daughter is your daughter because you
okay. So let me give you a little backstory. So he has my daughter's 30. His daughter's 30. She is not biologically either one of our children, but he's the only dad she's ever known. And he says plead the fifth, but in 7 years it won't matter. That's a whole thing. So anyway, I'll tell you.
He on demon time.
Yeah. 7 years, he said if you're still single and I'm still single when I'm 55 and you're whatever age, then we just call it even and we just get back together. That's what he means in 7 years. But yeah, so our daughter is I'm the only mom in her life, he's the only dad in her life, and so we have grandkids in common, so we will always have a relationship.
But technically you guys really like this is wild. Like I understand that you don't want anything or whatever to proceed. I understand that. I understand your relationship is this and that. But man, Where are the women who are going for the who's okay with this type of behavior?
You mean like that he's dating?
No, like for instance, you're saying that you are calling someone who, yes, you were married for 15 years. Yes, they did. Yes, you guys probably did a lot of things to each other negatively, so on and so forth. It was both your fault. It was his fault, your fault, whatever. 15 years. This person still feels for you. And you are just like, that's just my bestie.
You know it. And you know he does.
Yeah, that's just my bestie.
You know he does.
He's a great guy.
He said he just wants me to be happy.
With him.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
He'd probably be dirty. You know he'd be dirty macking, bro. You know he'd be dirty macking. Oh, he didn't take you out to dinner? Oh, I could probably do that better.
He does not do that.
Oh, he definitely dirty max for sure.
He's moving on. He's doing his own thing. He's not sitting around crying over spilt milk. I can promise you that.
How do you know? That's what he's telling you.
He said
he pleads the fifth. A lot of dudes who are the girl's best friend, they're just waiting until you just say, okay, let's try again.
I think that what women underestimate about men is how patient men are. And a man will be friends with a woman for 10 years.
For sure. I've been there.
And wait for that night to get the green light. Because she woke up that morning and said, you know what? Chad's kind of cute. I think I might give him some today. And he waited 10 years for that moment. Yeah, he dated other women, and coincidentally, none of those situations worked out. Or sometimes those situations did work out, and he's married, but he was waiting on you the entire time to give him the green light, and then he cheats on his girlfriend or he cheats on his wife with the woman that he ultimately wanted at the end of the day. And I think that women underestimate that about men is because men are very patient. Women are not patient. Women are like, if you don't want me today, I'm moving on. I'm out. Men will literally be your best friend for years and do all the other things in the meantime. Tell you about their dates, tell you about their relationships. I went out with this girl this weekend and she said blah, 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 blah. And you're like, oh, she's crazy, blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, he's waiting on you.
That's just wild. That's wild. That's wild behavior.
It's facts. It's facts. They call them, you know why snipers are patient. They sit and just wait. They don't wait till the first time the target presents itself. They wait and see what they're gonna do. They're looking through the viewfinder the whole time.
That is wild behavior. And I'm going to be honest with you. I am so happy to have that insight to a man's perspective because that's crazy.
Do you have brothers?
I do. I have a half brother, but we weren't raised together. Yeah, I have all sisters.
Well, you need to listen to this podcast then. Because let me tell you, I understand he's a better man. But maybe you helped him become a better man, and he's waiting. He's waiting. And I have a feeling he's waiting, but you're trying to get this little singleness out of your system or whatever.
I can promise you that's not it. I can promise you. I mean, do I think that if I said tomorrow, like, hey, I want to give this another shot? Absolutely. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said if we're both single when I'm 50, when you're 50 and I'm 55 or whatever that was. Obviously, he wouldn't have said that if he doesn't want to give it another shot. But I think that we both know that we're better off not together. I mean, I really do think that we could pretend all we wanted to and try it again. And then, you know how many times we broke up in 15 years? More than I can count.
It always ends faster every time you try it again.
It does.
How long did you guys split up? Like, how long ago did you guys split up?
About a year and a half. It was a year in April, I think.
Oh, so this is fairly fresh.
No, like a year. It was not this past April, the April before. And then there was a lot of stuff back and forth. So
So it's been almost 2
It
years.
wasn't a clean break.
it's never a clean break because we have the kids. But at that point, I was like, I'm done. I drew the line in. It wasn't in sand anymore. It was permanent ink that I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. We just had a conversation, and I couldn't do it.
So it's been about a year and a half.
Yeah, I laid some boundaries. The boundaries were crossed literally days later. And I said, why didn't you just tell me the other day you wanted to break up? And he said, but I don't. I said, but you do, because you did this. And that was it. That was the final straw for me. So that switch, I flipped that switch.
Oh man. I mean, there's so much to unpack here. Like, cause I'm so confused because I literally, like, I was under the impression that this maybe have happened. You guys have maybe gotten divorced like a few years ago. Now, if this is only a year and a half old, and you said he started out from point A and not so great, this is beginnings, to he's this great man now. Well, if he's this great man now, then why aren't you guys still together? It was only a year and a half ago.
Well, because that was the final breakup.
Damage.
Yeah, there was way too much damage. That was the final breakup, was the year and a half ago. Before that,
when was the divorce final?
We were never married. So before that, he went to camp because somebody did a little bit too much drinking some juice and driving a car. And so went to camp for 3 years, 2.5 years, and we broke up during that time. We broke up during, I think, a year in. He was in for a year, and we ended up breaking up. And then we weren't together the whole time. I actually was seeing somebody else. That was the whole thing. That was my fault. That was my mess up. I definitely strayed a little bit while he was locked up, for sure.
Are you were supposed to stay down? Is that the case? You were supposed to stay down when you guys were broken up? What?
No, we were before we were broken up. So for the first year that he was in camp, we were still together. And I was talking to somebody else. I didn't cross any hard lines until after we were broken up, but I definitely crossed some soft lines, and opened that door. And then we broke up. And but honestly, it needed to happen anyways. It really did. Like, I can't sugarcoat it. It needed to happen. We'd had so many breakups prior to that, so much just trauma. There was just too much damage. So
I hope she doesn't, Felix, but I can see it.
Let me ask you this question, and feel free to answer it, or you could say, I don't want to answer that.
Okay.
In the year and a half that y'all have been separated, have y'all been intimate?
No.
Okay.
No, no, not at all. As a matter of fact, the year that we were together, we weren't either.
Well, he was in jail.
No. After he got out, we were together he went in January of 2020, got out of May of 2022. So 2.5 years. And then we got back together. That's, I want to say October, November ish. And then we were together for about a year and a half, maybe a little longer.
So in that year and a half, y'all weren't intimate?
Of course. Of course it goes out. She probably did that on purpose, or he called her and he's like, hey, don't tell him, I was on it, I was in there.
When I came home, I was fresh in it,
Hey, Felix said, tats, if he wants to know if she's got his name tatted, that'll be crazy.
I'm back. Sorry, I got a phone call. I had to decline it.
See, I called it.
Well, because I was on my iPad in case something like that happened, but then my iPad wouldn't get good reception, so I had to get on my phone when I came back. So yeah, I had a phone call.
Okay, so the year and a half that y'all were together after he got out.
Yes.
Before the final breakup, y'all were intimate.
Yeah, the first probably 6 months, and then the last year we weren't together, and then obviously the year and a half we've been broken up. No, we have not been at all.
Do you
Nothing.
have his
I
name
mean,
tatted on you?
no, that's weird.
She said no.
There's a lot of I've heard a lot of weird stuff tonight. I mean,
I've got plenty more. I can promise you that. Definitely no. The only words I'm mother for my girls, and then I've got some quotes. That's about it.
Are you a Leo?
I'm a Gemini.
Hey.
I thought you had a lion tattooed on you.
I do. Here, tiger.
Oh, it's a tiger. Okay.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
Tiger, an eyeball, and an owl. June 4th.
June 3rd.
Okay.
Gemini.
Just one more to add to that June calendar, because our June is busy over here.
Geminis.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been single for a year and a half. So, like, how many guys have you dated for over a few months since then? Like, besides the situationship?
None.
So
None.
so he was the only dude that you've been intimate with?
The situationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the last year and a half?
Oh, no. Sorry. There was before him, it was just a friends with benefits type of
Little thing.
get it out of my system.
Thing.
One time. Happened one time.
So
what's the difference between friends with benefits and a situationship?
I didn't have to hang out with him. It was literally just, hey, I'm done working tonight. Do you want to come over? And then you got to go.
I think that's
we're not cuddling and we're not talking later.
It feels like a situationship to me. Well, okay. Well, that only happened once, I guess. So
once, yeah.
So that's a one-nighter then. That's almost like a one-nighter then.
Yeah, but I mean, I know him. I know him.
The body counts.
Don't think for,
The body counts.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was just, a quick thing. So and I was like, there's a reason why I avoided this.
So I know that you and I have talked about before posts on social media. And I think it was in relation to, I don't know if it's something that I posted or if it's something that you posted, but I remember you made the comment that said, I post certain things, so I expect to get certain energy back from guys, whether that's in my DMs or whether that's on the posts and things like that. Do you feel like, because as a man, and I'm sure KP can probably attest to this too, I think that you see women say, I should be able to post whatever I want without getting certain energy back. And I remember you saying, I post certain types of content, so I expect dudes sending certain types of responses to the content that you post. Do you feel like there's a responsibility there for what you put out on social media?
I think for a lot of women, it goes back to the thing. Oh, you mean I can't walk down the street in a short skirt because I'm asking to be raped, right? They say that. And they might say the same thing. Oh, because I post a revealing photo on social media, I shouldn't expect somebody to say something sexual to me. You don't need to sexualize my body because I'm showing it. I don't agree with that. I do think that it's just a man's nature, a woman's nature. Shoot, I see a man in gray sweatpants and I sexualize him. That's a fact. And he's got clothes on. But for men to see women that are, posting revealing photos and things like that, I think it's a given. And if a woman thinks that they're not going to get some kind of sexual response back, they're crazy. My issue was that I have people telling me that it's done for internet validation. I can promise you that I have, in the past, have I ever posted a thirst trap hoping to get attention for it? Yes, I was an ugly duckling for a long time. I'm not anymore. I have enough self-confidence The reason I post what I post is because it gets engagement, right? Good engagement, bad engagement, I don't really care. I actually really welcome the negative comments, because then I can talk to people. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple of guys that go very negative, and I have talked them out of the negativity, simply because I approach them with kindness anyway, regardless of what they say. But yeah, I know I'm gonna get raunchy DMs. I know it. I don't care. I just scroll right past them. Doesn't matter to me.
What's
I've
the
gotten a lot of wedding proposals too, so.
what would you say is the most negative thing someone has said to you on social media?
Oh my gosh, I had a guy, this is gonna be a little raunchy. I had a guy tell me that I had a blown out cooter. That was really mean. Um, I don't really know where he got that information from, but it's not true. And yeah,
Blown out cooter. That is crazy.
yeah, me and my girlfriend, we joke about it all the time. So she'll always tell me. Actually, my birthday card literally says, "I love you and your blown out cooter." Um, yeah, you know. But yeah, no, I think really, I don't know. It's a lot of times it's just them telling me that I'm seeking validation. Or I had this one guy recently, I think you might have seen it, where he said, I double dare you to go 1 month without posting a photo on the internet seeking validation. And
Mhm.
that one left with a lot of people. So many people were on there, my own friends commenting, and I don't think he maybe had one person that was behind him, but nobody else really was. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I'll always respond to them though, especially the negative ones. I always respond to the negative ones nicely.
Do you feel like they're? Go ahead, KP.
Oh, I don't know if you heard me, but a blown out cooter is crazy. Was there a picture of you of it out, or like why would they randomly
No,
say that?
I I don't know.
Oh,
So what ends up happening is I'll get guys in my DMs that will reply to my stories or send me DMs just saying whatever it is that they say. They say a lot of really weird things. And that'll go on for a little while. And they're talking to themselves. And I don't do it on purpose, but I don't reply. So then they get angry. So then they start sending the mean things. Because I haven't replied. But to be fair, if I could scroll for a good 30 to 45 seconds and I wouldn't be the end of my DMs. It's crazy, and I can't reply to everybody. I don't have the time to reply to everybody. Maybe I need to hire somebody to reply to everybody. I don't know, but I also don't want to give people the wrong impression. I'm not on Facebook to date somebody. I'm not on there looking for a boyfriend. So
Have you
I
ever
don't
met
want to
a
give
guy
anybody the
on
wrong idea.
Facebook?
100%. Yeah.
man, Facebook be cracking, man.
I'm not on
And
social
Instagram.
media to meet a man, but I met a man on social media.
But it's happened, right? I mean, I'm not going to reply to the "can you sit on my face," but I will reply to the "hey, you have a gorgeous smile." I'll reply to that, And sometimes the conversation ends up going forward. If it's somebody that I see repeatedly and they're not saying raunchy things, then I will have a conversation and hey, maybe I do want to meet you outside of this. It takes a while for that to happen, but it has happened.
Man,
Do you feel like guys that approach you, I guess, what would you say is the ratio of guys who approach you in the way that you want to be approached versus not the way you want to be approached? Like, how many guys approach you in a respectful way? Hey, I would like to see you. When can I take you out? Let's go out for lunch, dinner, blah, blah, blah. Versus guys who are like, sit on my face.
I would say it's about maybe a quarter of the guys are disrespectful and say things like that. But the vast majority of them are very kind. They do say they don't come off with something nasty right off the bat. Some of them start nice, and then when I don't reply, then they resort to the sit on your face. I want you to sit on my face stuff. But it's the majority of them are very respectful.
Okay.
are these white dudes or black dudes?
it's a good mix. It's a good mix. Yeah.
I don't know too many black dudes that be saying like "sit on my face," but I could be wrong.
I feel like that's not
Yeah.
really something that's like in our vocabulary to just
I get what I
throw
get
out
from them
there.
is what I get from them is you want to see my BBC?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm like, I've never seen one of those before, so maybe.
Huh. Like you would say that?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
No, 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 no. I don't reply. I just don't reply.
Do you block or you just say it's engagement?
If it's in my DMs, I'll delete it and block it. If it's on a
Oh, okay.
post, no one's ever said that on a post of mine. Not that I've seen
Right.
anyways, but I also don't always see the comments. So, but I've
Mhm.
never seen anybody say anything that raunchy on a post. It's usually in the DMs.
So
DMs be going crazy.
so if you could, I understand that you have your kid or you have your grandkids and your careers, so on and so forth. But in this day and age of your life, if you could, are you open to dating someone?
Yes.
Okay. B, forget Tay Diggs. Realistically, if you could build a man, what would that man resemble?
Like physically?
Everything.
Everything, just to date, to not to be married to get you into that. Okay, yeah, I could see myself dating this person, like seriously or exclusively, or giving this person more time.
Okay, so physically wise, I am attracted to black men.
I
um,
love to know what Felix said. He said her ex.
Stupid. No. No, 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 no. Yes, I am attracted to black men. I always have been. I've dated a few, but my exes have actually always been Mexican. Um,
So your ex is Mexican?
yes. Yeah. My girls' dad and my ex-boyfriend both Mexican.
How tall is he?
My my which one?
The 15 years.
He says he's 5'9", but he's definitely 5'7".
Yeah, how you gonna short shame him, man?
I'm just being honest. I'm just telling the
You
truth.
said
He's my
5'9",
height. I'm 5'7".
but
5'7"?
He
Sheesh.
could be 5'8", but
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Okay, so
that's
you're
okay.
a
That's
fan.
okay. Yeah. So, but ideally, personality and all that wise, first and foremost, I need somebody to be honest. I need somebody with accountability for sure. Um, Gosh, I don't even know. They have to like dogs. I have Frenchies and pit bulls, so they have to like dogs. Um, they need to take out the trash because I hate doing that, and also fill up my car with gas. I'll pay for it, but they have to fill up my car with gas.
so question. Your ex-husband and your ex-relationship were both Mexican, but you've always
Yes,
been attracted to black guys. Did they know that?
yes. I don't think so. It's not anything we ever talked about. I don't think. I actually know because my current ex, my most recent ex, when I started dating the guy that I was dating when he was at camp, he was surprised. But he was mixed. He was Mexican and black. That guy was.
Hmm.
So how about the situationship? What was he?
He's black. Very,
Oh yeah, he's
very
putting in
black.
that work at the
What,
gym. Like,
what about the guy from Ohio?
Black.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When I go into a place, it's always been so my best friend, she's all about the white guys. So it works for us when we go somewhere together. We know we're not hitting on the same men or checking out the same men. But when I walk into a place, I was just talking about this with one of my clients. I can see, I will tell you when I find a white man attractive, I will say that is a very attractive white man. like Tom Hardy, for instance. I would. That's I love him.
So is your
Um,
friend anti-black dude or what?
no, not at all. Not at all. She just typically she dates the white
messing
guys.
with you. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
messing
she's
with
not at all. But yeah, when I go in, if I'm scanning a room, I'm gonna settle on the I know where they're at.
Has she ever dated a black guy?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Do you ever try to convert her, bring her over to like the dark side?
I wouldn't have to convert her. She was for a hot second talking to a black guy who was very light skinned, super beautiful. But yeah,
They
he
never
moved. So
dated.
He's
no.
as close to white as she can get. So.
Well, he was just light skinned. He wasn't. He was beautiful.
He was safe.
Mm. Yeah.
So when y'all
Yeah,
go, when y'all go out, y'all run a 2-man, and y'all both like different types, so y'all don't have to compete, and y'all walk in a spot. Do you feel like when you go out, guys can tell that you like black guys? And me and KP have an opinion on this.
Okay.
You
I'm
feel
gonna
like
go with no.
you give off an energy, a certain energy.
I don't think so because I get hit on by white guys. And that's not to say I wouldn't date a white guy. I'm not saying that, but when I go
Your
into a place, when
preference.
I'm looking for my preference, yes, I find them very attractive. Um, and it's not that I don't find white men attractive. I don't want to say that at all, but yeah, my preference is black men.
KP, do you feel like when you see a woman that you can tell she's into one ethnicity or another?
What does that mean?
That's a shark. That's a shark.
So you can tell?
For sure.
Yeah, we can tell.
Okay.
Honestly, I would have never been able to tell for you unless I would have probably seen you out or seen how you dress. There's a lot of different tail signs that at least that I can kind of point it out. But there's been times where I've been wrong, but I've got about a 97% hit rate. As far as like, I'm like, oh yeah, she messes with black dudes for sure. But some you can't tell.
Felix said, can't lie, black guys been winning for a hot minute. Finally, us dark-skinned dudes getting love.
It's been more than a hot minute, Felix.
Yeah, I feel like you could tell.
They love us
Maybe
out
he
here,
just
Felix.
had his glow up.
Felix ain't never been to Scottsdale. Felix ain't never been to Scott. If I took Felix to Scottsdale on a Saturday night, Sunday morning, I'd be like, where is he?
Yeah, he wouldn't know. Felix,
the
come on out,
vortex.
my guy. Come on out, Felix. Come on out, Felix. Now you're
talking about taking him to the vortex in Scottsdale. Is that what you're talking about? Old Town? You can get lost in there, man.
Yeah, take him to the Bottle Blonde. Felix would have a blast in Bottle Blonde. Hi-Fi, it might be a little too crowded, but Bottle Blonde for sure.
Riot House is a good one.
Riot House, Pretty Please.
Yeah.
Pretty Please, a nice little spot.
I've been trying to avoid Old Town.
Yeah, ain't much out in Anthem.
Ain't nothing.
Anthem.
Ain't nothing out there.
No, we'll usually start at the Distillery over here at Norterra, and then from there we will take a Lyft or an Uber out to Old Town. That's what we usually do if we're going out.
Nah, y'all meet up at Desert Ridge because it's the it's the halfway point, and y'all say, oh, let's go to Desert Ridge.
There's nothing to do at Desert Ridge.
Yeah, they're like
No.
backyard in Desert Ridge, probably.
Backyard.
Yeah, no, we've been there for Sunday football, but we meet at the Distillery right here at Norterra, the country bar. We start there and then make it out to Old Town.
That's a hike.
Yeah, it sure
Yeah, it
is.
is.
That's a hike.
It's
But
worth
no,
it.
but
We have the
yeah,
best time.
but I think that just touching back on what KP said, we can definitely tell. I think that you can tell the women that prefer black men, and I think that you could tell the women that think black men are attractive but never have dated a black man.
For sure.
Okay.
You could tell the difference between the two. And you could tell the ones that are with their friends who typically like black guys, who hang out with black guys, but would never date a black dude.
Like if I
That's
see
interesting.
a white chick with a couple black chicks in her group, there's a good chance that she likes black dudes. There's a good chance.
For sure.
But again, I've been wrong. But there's a good chance she does, because her black girlfriends more than likely probably like white dudes. More than likely, or they probably are okay with it.
I would add the caveat if she curvy.
I've seen some skinny minis. I've seen some skinny minis with some black chicks, and they loved us. Loved us.
One of my good girlfriends just met a guy, and she, as far as I know, has never dated a black man in her life. And she met one at the airport recently, and she's this little tiny thing, tiny thing. He's this big, burly, like linebacker. They're so cute together. I'm so mad.
Yeah,
I was like, girl, you don't even like black guys. Give him my number. What is wrong with you?
She kept him. She said she kept him.
She kept him.
Put him on the roster.
Yeah, a first timer is always good. If you treat if you get a first timer and you treat her good, she'll be yours for life. That's probably what happened. Oh, no, yours was Mexican. Never mind. Yeah, I need to. Oh my God, this may sound bad what I'm about to say, but I don't care. I mean, I don't mean it, because I'm just podding when I say this statement, and it's no shade to you, Sharon. But I need some girl. I need to be 5'7" and find some girls to cheat on that will come back to me.
Listen, I had daddy issues. We talked about this. I had daddy issues back then. I don't have daddy issues anymore. That would not happen today. Would not happen today.
If you're a 5'7" black dude, you out of there. But if you're a 6'6" black dude, you good.
Yeah, I mean,
if there's cheating going on, absolutely not. I wouldn't stand for that anymore at all. I'd be gone the first time. I learned a lesson.
Anymore,
yeah, no, for sure. I put up with
Sharon in 2025.
Yeah.
But
Sharon in 2024 either wouldn't have put up with it.
But not Sharon in 2023.
No, I would say 2020 on. 2020 on, yeah. I'm telling you what, my 40s have been the best years of my life. I'm 43. I just turned 43 in June, but they've been just amazing. I mean, the mental growth, the emotional growth that I've experienced, I don't know. There's just something about my 40s. Some people hate, they don't want to turn 40. They want to talk about, they want to pretend, they don't want to say how old they are. I will scream it from the rooftops. I am ecstatic to be where I am right now.
It's a beautiful thing. Daily life is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, and I could definitely say that, just from your social media, I can tell that you are fully aware emotionally of who you are, of your level of confidence and those things. So coming off of a situation that probably would have broke some other people, being able to get back out there and figure yourself out and heal and make sure that you did the things that you needed to do to get back to a good place. All that's very commendable. Very commendable.
Thank you.
So on a parting note, what do you have for parting words for the people who watched tonight, for the people who are going to watch in the coming weeks or whatever the case is, who are going to listen to the podcast? What do you want them to know about your story and about you and where you've been and what you've come through?
Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, I want to say for one thing, don't stop judging people by their social media. Just because you see the things that they post and all that stuff, it's not who they are. It's not who they are. I can promise you. If you guys spent a day with me, you would understand that the things that I post and the way that I am, the way I put myself out there. Don't get me wrong. I am beyond confident, and the things that I post and the things that I say, I'm beyond confident to post and say those things.
The coffee picks,
really
I'll be like the morning coffee picks. I'll be like, Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Hey, I'm not a follower, but I like to see who's coming on the podcast. I do like the coffee picks.
They're nice, aren't they? They're nice. They're nice. They're so much fun to take. And I'm not gonna, here's the thing, honestly, some of them are not that morning. Sometimes I gotta recycle because I don't have time. I gym every single morning. Every single morning I'm at the gym except Thursdays, so I don't always have time. So some of them recycled. That's my secret. But no, I'm a homebody through and through. I like to spend a lot of time at home. I don't go out a lot. I spend a lot of time with my family, my dogs, my grandkids, all that stuff. So I don't give up. If I could say one thing to people, don't give up. I have been through a lot, from my childhood to my relationships, things like that. Just keep trying to be the better version of you every single day. Do the work, read the books, do the therapy, meet the friends. I met my best friend a year ago. And at 42 years old, I didn't think I was going to meet somebody that I clicked with the way that I do. And I just adore this woman. She's the first person I text in the morning. She's the first text message I read in the morning. She usually is up earlier than me. I walk in the gym and I see her face, even though I just saw her the day before, and my world lights up. So make the friends for sure. And be nice to me. Jesus.
They be on your head.
Stop saying mean things.
Sharon posts a picture and they be on Sharon top. I'll be seeing it.
Are these the same pictures that be on Instagram? I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah, everything I post on Instagram goes straight to Facebook. I have it set up that way. I don't post on Facebook ever, actually. It's just Instagram, and then it automatically posts to Facebook. And guess I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care. I really don't care.
They be on Sharon head on Facebook.
I wish it wasn't on my phone so I could scroll my DMs for you guys. I could read some of them. That would have been really fun, actually. Next time, I'll read some of them. I send one. A couple of the guys that I'm friends with, I'll screenshot them and send them to my guy friends. Yeah.
Perfect.
So.
Okay, KP, what you got for us as we close out?
First and foremost, I want to say something to Felix. Felix, bro, I just can't help it. Your boy has just been in there. I just can't help it. I just look good. I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's an extra large, bro. I can't help it. You know,
it fits you well.
It fits right, like when you can be 6'5", Felix, and just got it together. Come holler at me, come to the Dale. I'll show you some gym stuff.
Felix is pushing like 6 feet, so he one of the little guys.
Felix is one of the little guys. Okay.
Wait a second. How tall are you guys?
I'm 6'5".
I'm 6'6".
And where do you live again? I'm just joking.
KP, right down the street from you.
Right down the street.
Say less.
He'll Uber ride right down to 10. Is that 10? Yeah, 10. Take you up to Norterra right there.
That's way too far. Sharon, thank you so much for coming on and being a pleasure. I've already gotten a couple texts from a couple old trainees who were in the chat, and they were like, "We like her." So kudos to you. Thank you for coming on today, and thank you for being so open and so honest. Appreciate you. It's been fun. It's been fun. Hope to have you on again. Felix, appreciate you for hopping on. Gabby, thank you so much for hopping on. Monica, thank you so much for hopping on. Was it Chuck Chuck Thirst? Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate you. I know there's a couple other people that I missed. Thank you guys for hopping on. Those on Facebook, thank you for hopping on. Instagram, thank you for hopping on. Really, really appreciate you. Please like, subscribe. Again, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please wear your pink. Wear your pins anytime you can. Anytime you can. There you go. Love that, love that, love that. Also, again, congratulations to my girl Jill, who's on her 300th episode of her podcast tonight. Also, happy birthday to my girl Mackenzie in Kansas City. Oh, Mackenzie, thank you for hopping on too. Appreciate you. Happy early birthday. Love you. Miss you. And ladies, add me.
What does that even mean?
He's saying
my IG handle.
That's his IG handle.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were pointing at. My phone screen's little.
Oh, you got an Android?
I have an iPhone.
I was about to say, then you and I can't be together. We can't be.
He said, "This is never gonna work."
I have an iPhone. We can FaceTime.
This is never gonna work.
It'll work.
I just want to say that I have reached out to a couple different people about being a guest on the show, and it scares a lot of people. And I don't know why, but it scares people getting on a podcast and being vulnerable and being transparent and telling your story and being honest, because if you get on, the people that you know are going to watch and they're going to be like, nah, she lying, that's cap. Or they're going to be like, yeah, that's true. And so I think it's incredibly brave of you to accept the invitation, to actually follow through, because we've had people flake last minute, to be on the podcast. And like I said, this is going to be available on YouTube. It's going to be available on Facebook. It's going to be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and wherever else it disseminates to. And, our running joke is that we're the 94th most popular podcast in Turkey. And that shows you, like, this podcast is worldwide. So everybody across the globe, everybody across the globe sees this podcast. And so I think it's incredibly brave to get up here and speak your truth. And I appreciate you for taking the invitation. I know we go way back. We're social media homies, and I agree that I appreciate that you took the time to speak with us. Super interesting, learning more about you. Everybody learned more about you. There's way more that we've talked about that didn't get exposed today. So hopefully we get an opportunity to do that again in the future.
Yeah, I need to know.
But I love that you took the time to be on the show, and I appreciate you. KP, as always, I appreciate you for being on the show, being my counterpart, driving the conversation, being the stalwart that you are on the show. We're at 52 episodes. We are well past a year of doing this, and I feel like the shows just keep getting better and better and better. And so we're going to continue to try to keep making it better and better and better every week. So thank you so much for you showing up today. And then I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who watched, everybody who participated in the chat. For the people who are going to watch and listen to this later, we see you. We appreciate you. We love that you're taking the time to download the episodes from Spotify to watch on Apple Podcasts, to watch on YouTube later on when you have a chance. We love everybody. We love everybody who takes time out of their day to dedicate it to us. As Jay-Z famously said, even though I'm a Nas fan, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent it here with us, and we always will be forever appreciative of that. So until next time, thank you guys. Sharon, we appreciate you. KP, we'll obviously connect later on. And everybody else, we love you. Thank you, and be safe tonight, whatever it is that you do for the rest of the evening. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.